in which month is my birthday? In which month is my birthday? So you know that the possible answers are Jan to December, right? There are 12 possible answers. The birthday can be in Jan or Feb or March and so on up to December. Statement 1. Statement 1 says, I will celebrate my birthday in a month which begins on a Friday and ends on a Friday too. Right? So he says, I'll celebrate my birthday in a month which begins on a Friday and ends on a Friday too. So the month should start with a Friday and it should end with a Friday too. Now see what are the possible cases. What are the possible? Which of these? Which months are possible where we have Friday as a beginning and Friday as an ending, right? Now what does it mean? See, the first of the month should be a Friday, right? The first of the month has to be a Friday because the month started with a Friday, right? And the first date of the month is the first one. It should be Friday. If the first is Friday, when will the next Friday be? It will be on 8th, right? So 8th will be a Friday. Then 15th would be a Friday. We are trying to solve with respect to statement 1 here, right? Statement 1 says the first is a Friday. So we're trying to look at what are the other Fridays possible, right? First is Friday, 8th is Friday, then 15th is Friday, 22nd will be a Friday, right? Now obviously the no month will end with on 22nd, right? He says the month begins with a Friday and also ends on a Friday. So can 22nd be the end of the month? No, it's not possible, right? There are minimum 28 days in any given month. So 22nd is a Friday. The next Friday should be on 29th. Next Friday should be on 29th. And again, if there is to be one more Friday, it will go on 36th. 29 plus 7, right? 7, 36. But you know that there is no month with 36 days. So the only possibility that we have where a month begins with a Friday and ends with a Friday is the month which has got 29 days. Yes or no? The month should have 29 days, right? The month should have 29 days. And you know that the only month which can have 29 days is February, and that too in a leap year, right? A non-leap year or a regular year will have only 28 days in February. 29 days is possible only in February. So we can say this is a February of a leap year, right? February of a leap year. So clearly from from statement 1, the only answer possible is Feb. So in which month is my birthday? I can say my birthday is on my birthday is in February, right? My birthday is in February. So is statement 1 sufficient to get the answer? Yes, statement 1 alone is sufficient to get the answer, right? I will celebrate my birthday in a month which begins on a Friday and ends on a Friday. So the only possibility is that the first of the month should be a Friday and the 29th of the month should be a Friday, and 29th is the end. See, you cannot say that 30th is there and then 30th is Saturday or 31st is Sunday. The point that the question, statement 1 makes here is the end is also a Friday. So if the end is Friday, it has to end on 29th or it has to end on 36th. But we don't have a month with 36 days. So very clearly the only possible answer with respect to statement 1 is Feb. So statement 1 alone is sufficient, right? Statement 1 alone is sufficient. Now let us look at statement 2. Statement 2. Let's try and look at statement 2. What does it say? I will celebrate my birthday in the current month. Okay, I'll celebrate my birthday in the current month. The result of adding the date of last Monday of last month and the date of first Thursday of next month is 38. Now this is again a very interesting statement. He says, I am celebrating my birthday in the current month. If I add the date of last Monday of last month and the date of first Thursday of next month, the total comes out to be 38. The total of these two dates would be 38, right? Last Monday of last month. Last Monday of last month. I'm just rewriting the statement. Plus the first Thursday. The first Thursday of next month is equal to 38. Right, last Monday of last month plus first Thursday of next month is equal to 38. Now, if you understand, there are we are talking about 3 consecutive months here. The month in the middle is the one where I am celebrating my birthday. If I take the last Monday of the last month, previous month, right, and the first Thursday of the next month, the sum of these two dates would be 38. Now try and understand. In what possible ways can you break 38? See, the first Thursday of any month, next month or any month, can fall on 7 possible dates. It can be on 1st or 2nd or 3rd or 4th or 5th or 6th or 7th. Can the first Thursday be on 8th? Not possible. Can the first Thursday be on 9th? Not possible. You getting me? The first Thursday of any month can be on any one of these 7 dates. It can be on 1st of the month, it can be on 2nd of the month, 3rd or 4th or 5th or 6th or 7th. So basically it will be in the first week. It cannot be in the second week, right? The first Thursday cannot be in the second week. It cannot be on 8th, right? It cannot be on 8th. So it can be on any one of these 7 dates. Are you able to follow? Because if you say the first Thursday is on 8th, then 1st was also a Thursday. 1st of the month was also a Thursday. So how can the Thursday on 8th be the first Thursday? The Thursday on 1st should be the first Thursday. Similarly, if you say that the first Thursday is on 9th, if 9th is a Thursday, 2nd was also a Thursday. So when there was a Thursday on 2nd, how can you say the Thursday on 9th was the first one? I hope all of you have understood this. So these are the possible values for the first Thursday of the month, right? First Thursday of any month. Now we know that the sum of these two dates is 38. So if you observe, look at this. I think if you consider 1, I mean these are the possible values, right? So if you consider this Thursday to be on 1st of the month, then this should be on 37th. You are able to follow. The last date of last Monday of last month plus first Thursday of next month is 38. So when can the sum be 38? So if you take 1, I can say 37 plus 1 is equal to 38. 36 plus 2 is equal to 38. 35 plus 3 is equal to 38. Right? Then I can say 34 plus 4 is equal to 38. 33 plus 5 is equal to 38. 32 plus 6 is equal to 38. Or I can say 31 plus 7 is equal to 38. I am considering all the possible values for the date of first Thursday of next month. If it is first, then the date for last Monday of last month should be 37th. Only then the sum can be 38. Similarly, the first Thursday is considered on 2nd. Then the last Monday of the last month should be on 36th of that month, because the sum is 38. If it is 3rd, then that should be 35. Basically, the total of these two values should be 38. So if it is 3, then the other one should be 35. If it is 4, then this should be 34. If it is 5, then it should be 33. If it is 6, then this should be 32. If it is 7, then this should be 31. Now very clearly you know that month will not have 37 days. So can we say that the last Monday of last month was on 37th of that month? Not possible. Can it be on 36th of the month? No, because a month at best will have 31 days, right? Maximum days that can be there in a month is 31. So 35 plus 3 is ruled out, 34 plus 4 is ruled out, 33 plus 5 is ruled out, 32 plus 6 is also ruled out. The only possible answer is 31 plus 7. The only way you can break up 38 here, the only way you can split 38 is 31 plus 7, right? You can break it up only in the form of 31 plus 7, which means the last Monday of last month was on 31st. And the first Sunday of next month was on 7th. The last Monday of last month was on 31st and the first Sunday of next month was on 7th. This is the only possible way in which the sum of the two dates can be 38. Now how do we know what is the current month? Because I am celebrating my birthday in the current month. If I get to know what is the current month, then I can say even statement 2 is sufficient to answer the question. So let's go to the next step now. I mean, I know this is a little lengthy explanation, but you need to be very clear with the process, right? So can we find out the current month from this data point that we have, right? So I'll just clear this up and consider the possibilities, right? Now if you understand, we are saying that the Monday of last Monday of previous month was on 31st. Last Monday of previous month was on 31st and the first Thursday of next month is on 7th. Then the total is equal to 38, right? Now if the last Monday of the last month was on 31st, what are the possible months? The month could have been a January, it can be March, it can be May, right? It can be it can be July, it can be, I mean I have very less space here. Let me just do one thing. I'll clear this up also, or let me clear the full screen, right? We know that statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question. We have come to a conclusion that the last Monday of last month was on 31st plus first Thursday of next month was on 7th and the total is 38. This is what we have understood, right? I mean, from the total 38, we have found that the only possible dates are 31st and 7th, right? Now, if the last Monday of the last month was on 31st of that month, it is very clear that the month had 31 days. Now, which months have 31 days? January will have 31 days. March is a possible month. Then May is possible. July is possible. August is possible, right? Then October is possible and December is possible. These are all the months which have got 31 days. Why are we considering the months which have got 31 days? Because we have found that the last Monday of the last month was on 31st. Now, if the last Monday of the last month was on 31st, we also know that the first Thursday of the next month was on 7th. Now, understand, there is a month in between the current month, right? There is a month in between the current month, which we have to find out, right? What is the current month has to be found. The current month has to be found. But what will be the next month? See, if the previous month is Jan, the next month would be March. If the previous month was March, then this should be April and then this should be May. Previous month was May, then this should be July. Previous month is July, then this should be July, August, September, right? Similarly, August, this should be October. October, this should be December. And if previous month was December, this should be a Feb. I mean, previous month is December, which means the current month is Jan, the next month would be Feb. So we have found the possible months, and whatever comes in between is the current month. What comes between Jan and March is Feb. March and May is April, right? If May and July is the possibility, then the current month is June. If July and September is the correct pair, then the current month would be August, and so on. So this is what we know, right? We have found that the previous month will have 31 days. And based on that, we have got the next month. The current month would be whatever value we get. Now understand, we are saying that, understand that the Monday of this month, the previous month was on 31st. Last Monday was on 31st, right? We will try to find out in which of these possible pairs will the first Thursday of the next month will fall on 7th. You're getting it? I mean, there is a little bit of concept involved here, which is based on number of odd days, right? Based on number of odd days. I mean, usually this is asked in the topic of calendars, right? I mean, this concept is from the topic of calendars, which is a part of SSC exam. So all those who have enrolled for SSC program would know about this, right? Because we have this topic calendars in the SSC exam content. Okay. So what happens here? We know that we are talking about 31st of Jan, 31st of March, 31st of May, and so on, right? And we are saying that the Thursday was on 7th of March, 7th of May, 7th of July, and so on. You don't have to write all this in the exam, but just for the sake of explanation, I'm putting it here. Now try to find out the number of days from 31st to 7th. Try to find out the number of days from 31st to 7th, right? If Jan is the previous month and March is the next month, what will be the month in between? Feb. The month in between is Feb. Feb will have how many days? It can have 28 or 29 days. The month in between March and May will be April. April will have how many days? 30 days. Month between May and July is June. June will have how many days? 30 days. July and September, the month which comes in between is August. August will have 31 days. August to October, it is September. September will have 30 days. October to December, in between we have November, which has got 31 days. And December to Feb, again we have Jan in between, and Jan will have 31 days. So try to understand, we are on 31st of a particular month, which is a Monday. And we are trying to reach the 7th of the next month, right? So how many total days from 31st to 7th? See, either it will be 28 plus 7 or it will be 29 plus 7, which is equal to 35 or 36. Which means let's assume that we are on this date, 31st of January. 31st of January is a Monday. To 7th of March, there are either 35 days possible in between or 36 days possible in between. Now 35 days is equal to 5 weeks. So 5 complete weeks means what? 7th of March will be a Monday. See, we started on a Monday. This is Monday. Remember, all these dates refer to a Monday. So if all these dates refer to a Monday, we are trying to find out which date, these dates here, March 7, May 7, July 7 will refer to which day. So if January 31 is a Monday, March 7 will up to March 7 we'll have either 35 days or 36 days. If there are 35 days is equal to 5 full weeks. So from today, if I count 5 full weeks, I will reach to the same day. Today is Monday. After 5 full weeks, again I'll have a Monday. Or if there are 36 days, it will become a Tuesday. Because 36 is equal to 5 full weeks plus 1 day. See, any number of full weeks will result in the same day. If I'm starting on Monday, after 5 weeks, again I'll have Monday. After 6 weeks, again we'll have Monday. After 3 weeks, we'll have Monday. After 37 weeks, we'll have a Monday. So here there are 5 full weeks. So that means this will be a Monday. Or 5 full weeks plus 1 day. So after 5 full weeks, you'll have Monday, then next day will be Tuesday. So which means if I look at January 31, which was a Monday, March 7 can either be a Monday or Tuesday. But the data says that March 7 was Thursday. March 7 was Thursday. So can this be the possible pair? No, this pair is ruled out. I can cancel it out, right? I can cancel this. This is not possible, which means the month cannot be February. Similarly, if you go to the next month, look at the next month. March 31 was Monday. Now count the total number of days from March 31 to May 7th. April, in between we have a full of April. April will have 30 days plus this 7 days of May. 30 plus 7 is 37. 37 is equal to 5 full weeks plus 2 days. 5 full weeks plus 2 days. Now we started on a Monday. March 31 was Monday. After 5 full weeks, again we'll get a Monday. Then next 2 days will be what? Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll fall on a Wednesday. Are you able to follow? So March 7 will be a Wednesday. This would result in a Wednesday, right? You're getting it? 5 full weeks will take us to Monday. Then there are 2 days. So next day will be Tuesday and then we'll have Wednesday. So which means May 7th is a Wednesday. But according to the data, May 7th is supposed to be a Thursday. So which means this option also is ruled out, right? We can cancel this one. We can cancel this one. Now the fact that you have cancelled 30 days in between wherever, see this is 7, this is constant. This 31 is also constant. What is changing is the number of days in between. The number of days in between are changing. So if this 30 is cancelled, this 30 will also get cancelled. September 30 days will also get cancelled. November 30 days will also get cancelled because only the name of the month is changing, but the number of days is same, right? So wherever we have 30 days in the month, wherever we have 30 days in the middle month, those are all ruled out because here also we have the same calculation. June has got 30 days, 30 plus 7, 37. 37 is equal to 5 weeks plus 2 days, which means July 7 will be a Wednesday. October 7 will also be a Wednesday. December 7 will also be a Wednesday. So all these are ruled out. Now there are only 2 possible choices. Either it should be July-September pair, which means the current month is August, or it should be a December-Feb pair, which means the current month is Jan. Again, if you try to play it intelligently, you can at this point immediately say that statement 2 is insufficient. Now I am not sure whether this calculation, like whatever calculation we have done in the previous 2 cases, similar calculation has to be done for 31 days also. I am not sure whether this calculation will give us a Thursday or not. But even if it gives a Thursday, there are 2 possible answers. It can be August or January. Are you able to follow? Even if you get a Thursday by taking these 2 pairs, the point is there are 2 possible answers. The current month can be August or the current month can be Jan. But we want a definite answer, right? Can we get the definite answer using statement 2 alone? No, we cannot get the definite answer. So statement 2 alone is not sufficient. Assuming that statement 2, assuming that August and Jan will give you the answer, will give you Thursday on September 7 and Feb 7, there are 2 possible answers to this. It is not sufficient. But even if August and Jan are ruled out, then we can say 2 is definitely not sufficient. Even if August and Jan are ruled out, then we can say 2 is definitely not sufficient. 2 is not giving us the answer. So the point that I'm trying to make is 2 is anyway not giving us the answer. In which month is my birthday? Can I get the answer from statement 2? There are 2 possibilities now. Either the answers will be August and Jan, which means we don't have a unique answer, so statement 2 is not sufficient. Or August and Jan will also get ruled out, which means anyway we are not getting the answer. So in both the cases, your answer will be only 1 is sufficient, right? So I can conclude that only statement 1 alone is sufficient. Only statement 1 alone is sufficient. Only statement 1 alone is sufficient. Anyway, let us do the calculation to understand this concept, right? Look at this. What happens? We are on July 31st. July 31st is a Monday. Now from July 31st to September 7, how many days are there? The month in between has got 31 days. And September has got these 7 days. We are trying to find out what is this 7th day. So 31 plus 7. 31 plus 7 is equal to 38. 38 can be taken as 5 full weeks plus 3 days. Now you know that 5 full weeks will result on a Monday. So it can be cancelled like we have cancelled in the previous cases, right? 5 full weeks will again take us to Monday. Then 3 more days. So what will be the 3rd day after that? 3 more days, right? We are on Monday. At this point we are on Monday. Then we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So this will result in a Thursday. So which means August is possible. And if August is possible, Jan is also possible because number of days are same in between. So statement 2 is telling us that the answer is either August or Jan. But then that's not sufficient. I want the unique answer. Unique answer is not, we are unable to arrive at the unique answer using statement 2. So your answer would be only statement 1 alone is sufficient. Only statement 1 alone is sufficient. Okay. Now one important point that you should understand, having solved this already, one point that you should know is we could have done the same thing after verifying Feb itself. See, what you do, I mean, this calculation that I've done now is actually not needed. If you are smart, you would know that anyway we are getting two possible answers, so it is not needed. Similarly, for 30 days also, there are multiple months possible. April, June, September, November, all have got 30 days. So even if 30 days satisfies the condition that this day would be a Thursday, there are 4 possible answers. So we could have actually avoided the calculation for 30 days as well. Are you able to follow? Look at the numbers: 30 plus 7, 30 plus 7, 30 plus 7, 30 plus 7. So even if this condition is satisfied and we get a Thursday, there are 4 possible answers. So we could have avoided that calculation. Like how we have avoided it for 31, we could have avoided it for 30 also. Only thing that we need to verify is the unique one. Unique one was 28 or 29 days. That we have verified. We are getting a Monday or Tuesday. So here itself, after verifying Monday or Tuesday itself, you can conclude that statement 2 alone will not be sufficient. But just for the sake of explanation, I thought explaining this would be useful. Alright, so this is the concept of odd days. I mean, all those who have enrolled for the SSC program have gone through the video of calendars would know, I mean, would understand this better. For others, you need to just get this clarity of odd days. So basically it depends on this concept of odd days. Here, we have got only 2 odd days. Here we have got 3 odd days. Full weeks are neglected. What is extra remaining is called odd days. So 2 odd days. So from Monday, 2 odd days will result in a Wednesday. From Monday, 3 odd days will result in a Thursday. From Monday meaning this date. From this date to this date, we have got 2 odd days. So 2 odd days means it will be a Wednesday. We started with a Monday, right? So 2 more odd days means it's a Wednesday. Right? So that's about it. Only statement 1 alone is sufficient.